Alright everybody, and welcome back to my channel, and today is episode number 5 in our brand new Kirkland Village series. Let's get into it. Okay, so right off the top, I want to send a big shout out to our sponsor, Weffy's Closet, where you can find all of your jewelry needs. Use code MIKE10 at checkout for 10% off your whole entire order. And this is not a paid sponsorship, so this is simply about spreading the word for a super awesome company. Okay, so here we go. I'd like to apologize as I'm slightly under the weather, as you can probably hear, but no big deal. It's always a good day to village. So here we go. Continuing on with our Kirkland Village series, we are going to be looking at another house from the same box that I estimate to be around 1995, 97, somewhere in there, but I'm pretty sure it's somewhere around the mid-90s. Again, I've told you in the other parts of the series, there's not a lot of information per se about these collections, but that's why we're taking a different direction. And if you want to learn more about what this series is about, go back to episode 1, and I will leave a link in the description below. Okay, so today's video is about, and I hope I pronounced this right, the Livery building, L-I-V-E-R-Y, Livery, or at least that's what we're going to refer to it as today. So this is the last house in the 95 box that we're going to be looking at. I was actually not going to include this one, but when I was putting them away, I was just like, gosh, this one, it just grabbed me that last little bit, and I knew I had to share it. So here is another example of what I've been talking about this whole time, versatility. There is really no right or wrong way to put this house. There's doors pretty much on every side and really some eye-capturing stuff on every side. Now I'm gonna let different parts of the video clips and stuff just show as I'm doing the voiceover, but just keep that in mind when you're seeing the different shots, that notice how every potential front here could be a front. And that's what I do when I display this house, because again, with the Kirkland stuff, that is what it's about. It's that versatility. So you can choose, let it be your decision on how you choose to display it. For the sake of this video, as you can see, I chose the side with the sign, which I don't actually believe was meant to be the front, but again, with the Kirkland stuff, you can't tell. It's so versatile. So that's the side, though, for my village that I like to use, but hey, why not mix it up as time goes on? So let's dive in a little closer. Let's take a little bit of a deeper look on what will be our last piece for the 95 collection. So, starting from the top, you are going to see that it continued with those gold peaks, the highly detailed roofs. We're even going to see some more snow, particularly on this building, which is a nice touch. And it's also consistent with the snow you see on like the trees. I mean, that's, again, they're very consistent. All the trees, the figures, they all just fit so well together. And because of scale, like I've said 100 times in this series, it really would fit well with your village too. And you have seen, if you've seen my video on the Christmas village this year, I mix them in. Every single year I'll do Lemax, Little Department 56, and a lot of Kirkland, because that's what I grew up on. We've been over this. So moving down more towards the middle, there is so much you're going to see depending on the side you're looking at. So remember, the camera's just going to scroll the different stuff, so I'm just going to kind of go for it here. You're going to see everything from those classic square windows that we've discussed. That is like signature with the Kirkland stuff. And on this particular building, which is kind of unique to it, a lot of stonework, and not like just typical brick like we've seen on some of the other buildings. I'm talking like actual stones, like the big giant rocks, and you're going to see that on different sides of the buildings. And again, depending on which angle you like to use as the front, you can pick, well, do I want the lighter color stones? Do I want the mixed rock stones? Or do I, I mean, it's up to you. I mean, and then because there's so many sides to the house, it even from one angle kind of reminds me of something you might see in like San Francisco, like that kind of house, because the shape of this house is quite different than the rest of them. And because of the setup with the staircase and the kind of round peak, when you turn the house one way or the other, it looks like a completely different house. So here's the thing. On this one, I would say it's probably one of the most versatile in the box, at least in the 95 collection. All of them are, don't get me wrong, because, obviously I keep driving that home this whole series. But this one particularly has a special thing where it's just, depending on how you turn it, looks completely different. And that is a gold mine. So that's a little bit more than versatile. That's like, I don't know, that's like hitting it out of the ballpark if you ask me. But you're going to see, again, a whole bunch of different things throughout the series. And on this particular house, you see even some more of those like green garland kind of stuff that we've seen on some of the other houses. But you also see some unique doors, like almost like giant barn doors. Is that the right word? Gosh, I don't know. But anyway, we don't see that a lot on the other Kirkland stuff. They're more like traditional style doors. But on this one, you get more of that country feel. That's what it is. It's kind of a country feel on that particular side with the sign. But again, if you flip it just the opposite way, it looks like a regular city building, San Francisco style. And I just happen to live near San Francisco, so to me, that's what I would associate it with. But I'm sure you have something similar in your area. And also, the chimneys here are that rock stone as well, which I think is semi-unique for this one as well, because I don't recall seeing a lot of stone chimneys. And again, I'm not referring stone as brick. I'm talking about like actual rocks in the other Kirkland stuff in the 95 box. But anyways, this house, really unique. I had to show it to you. It wasn't going to be originally part of the 95 plan, but as you can see, it was definitely something we had to do. So let's just recap here. It's an awesome house. They are and have been so consistent over the years. This particular collection has all that gold trim. I mean, whether it's around the windows, the peaks of the houses, and when they deliver that little snow on the ceiling, or the roof rather, it's just, there's something about the Kirkland snow that feels classic Christmas to me. You know they're all porcelain. We've been over this. They used the light bulb, the classic light bulb. It's fantastic. You know, we don't, in the Kirkland series, we're not going into, dimensions and things like that, like I told you in episode 1. This is just really about absorbing the house for what it is and what their capabilities are and why they are so great and maybe even a little overlooked. So hopefully this will help bring some light to them. Let me know in the comments below if you've ever collected the Kirkland stuff. Do you have some? Did you get some passed down to you? Tell me, talk to me about the Kirkland stuff. Have you ever seen it and not picked it up? And if not, why? Because I think they're fantastic. That doesn't mean they are. It just means that I feel that way. And I try to give you guys an honest opinion because look, houses, this hobby in general is quite expensive. And when it comes down to trying to get bang for your buck, starting with a set, like I've said before, is not necessarily a bad option. You can always mix and match your name brands. I do it all the time. I love Lemax. It is like my go-to. Okay, it's particularly during Halloween, but it's like my go-to. But that doesn't mean I don't love Kirkland or have a nice fascination for Department 56. I think they're, a little pricey and I wish I could collect more, but I can't exactly roll that way. But I do get little things when I can from them because the quality of their stuff is amazing. And my gosh, the detail is unbelievable. And I do have a lot of their accessories like light up bridges and tunnels, whatever, and different things. But I want to collect more of their houses because I would like to explore that on the channel as well. But we are getting way off topic here. So anyways, this is going to be it for the 95 box. We will move on to a different year from here on out, but this has been such an amazing series to make. I really, truly enjoyed it. I hope you did too. If you did, smash that like button. Let me know. I mean, this is how I know what direction to take the channel. I try to always listen to your guys' recommendations and things that you tell me, and so I try to go down these different avenues and we find one that works. Let's go for it. So this is, episode 5. If this has been a series that you enjoyed, let me know. And if it was not, then we'll cut it here and this will be that. And we'll move on and try something new. But anyways, in the meantime, thank you as always for continuing to support my channel. Shout out to our sponsor, Weffy's Closet. And as always, please don't forget to hit that subscribe button and I'll see you on the next one.